Okay, content. How do I do this again? Hey guys, today I'm gonna do graphic design with WildPoint, Kareta thumbnail. I know, crazy. Ugh. Okay, so usually I like to go to my editing software and get a screenshot from the level. So usually I try to look for the most fun part of the level, I would say is around here. So I go to the edit tab, and then I just screenshot. Okay, so I don't use Photoshop. I'm too poor, but I use this thing called Photopea, which is basically like an online version of that. And it's also free. So basically, I do 1080 by 1920, and I make a new layer, copy this, and make it big, and then, okay. Okay, maybe that's too big. Okay, so now I go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and then I just make it so it's like not that seeable since it's a layout. Okay, so what I do is kind of weird. I go into Paint 3D and I go to text, and I'm gonna use this font called Mod Demo this time. But what I do is I go into Paint 3D and then I make the text separately, because if you make it in Photopea, it doesn't do some of the stuff that I usually like to do later. So I'm just gonna make the text into images real quick, and I'll see you guys when I'm done with that. Okay, so I made it into text and stuff, and I messed with the size. So now I'm gonna go to edit, transform, and then warp. So this is cool because you can just do that. Basically just play with it. And what I try to do is I like to make it kind of go up. Like, start off down and then go up. I'm going to do this with this text real quick and see you when I'm done with that. Okay, so I have finished that, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this up a bit more. Okay, now it looks pretty good. So this is where the good stuff starts. I'm going to just do this on the Kareta text for now, but I'm gonna go to blending options and gradient overlay. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna change the gradient, because this is a kind of dark blue level, right? So I'm just gonna make this pretty dark blue and reverse. Yeah, that looks really good. So now I'm gonna go to inner glow, and I'm gonna make the size pretty big. Blend mode normal, and I'm gonna make the glow black. Okay, so outer glow. This is basically the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna just apply this to this text right here and see when that's done. Okay, so right now it's not looking too bad, but we can make it better. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press Ctrl J, and this makes a duplicate of this. So basically, now I'm gonna go to blending options, blend mode, screen, and then I'm just gonna get rid of the gradient overlay. And as you can see, that just makes it invisible, but it's in the same places. Okay, the other text. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the glow white. I'm gonna make it very, very thin, like 5 pixels, like that. And now I'm gonna do the same with Kareta. Now, as you can see, it has some layers to it. So I'm just gonna rotate these a tiny bit so it looks more even. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna scale it up a tiny bit. And then I'm going to see, you don't have to do this, I just like doing it because it adds a little more flair to my thumbnails. And I'm gonna scale it up a little more because I'm feeling generous. As you can see, it's gonna have a little bit of a detached feel to it, which is good. That's what we want. And now we're just gonna do Control J again. I did this on the on Kodiak's Wasseretta. And alright, so I get to do that with that. And then that. And then I'm basically just copying these to make them gray. And then watch. And then I shrink it down just a tiny bit. Anyways, so this is it so far. And I think if this just gets a little more Gaussian blur. Right, so basically what we're gonna do now is we're gonna delete this layer and we're gonna save it. So basically we can add like a metallic effect to it. And I'll see you when I do that. Alright, so as you can see, this is one image now. And we're gonna go to filter. And we're gonna go to filter gallery, okay? So now we're going to go to Chrome. And we're just gonna make this detail 3 and smoothness. You know, it doesn't really matter on the detail and smoothness, but now we get setting. Oh. Okay, so now we have color dodge. Wait, color dodge. We just bring that back in, and as you can see, it's got a metallic effect. And that's really all I'm gonna do for this. It looks pretty good, so yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye.